The Yeti Radio, powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive and the Live 365 app. Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
Don't fuck it up.
That's right, everybody. You are live on the YetiRadio.com. It's the Backstage Lounge, and today we have Mr. Shannon of the TOQUES from up in Prescott, Arizona, live on the Yeti Radio's first phone interview. Welcome, Shannon. You are on the air.
Hey, how you doing down there?
Oh, man. It's been a crazy week, and it's about to get crazier, but we're having fun.
Excellent. Glad to be here.
And so you guys have got some new music out.
That's right.
A new song by the name of Smells Like Broken.
That's right. We're pretty proud of it.
Awesome. And so you got some other music that's coming in the near future as well?
We do. So Smells Like Broken was a single release of an upcoming album that we plan to have out sometime late summer, probably would be the full release of that album. But we'll be playing some of it live coming up.
Okay. Awesome. Look forward to that. And we definitely need to get you down here in the valley.
That's right. We love it down there.
So who all is in the band?
So the band consists of Brian Bellum, which is our lead guitar player, and backup vocals, and myself as rhythm guitar and lead vocalist. Nick McBride is on drums, and we have Josh Hogan, which is our amazing bass player.
Awesome. And you guys were at Kaiju Studios?
That's right. We had a really great experience at Kaiju. Tommy is really talented and shows a lot of good direction. Some stuff that, it's always great to have that good producer that is willing to go the extra mile and give you that direction that you didn't see, yourselves as a band when you're working on a tune, and you have this great idea about how perfect it is, and then somebody is able to come in and say, hey, let's try this and let's tweak that, and it was an awesome experience for us. We can't say enough about that.
That's awesome. How'd you meet up with Tommy over at Kaiju?
So we were involved in the Rock and Free Live, the Battle of the Bands, and which was kind of a little different for us. As you know, that thing, it stretches a good 5 months or better. So we were down there quite a bit, fighting for that, and we made a lot of great contacts in the process. And when it came down to the wire, and we were in the final, obviously, and it was us and a couple other bands, and Tommy just felt like hey, I need to record this band, regardless of the second place. I just feel like I need to record this band, and offered us a single, which was amazing. And we decided to not only go that far with him, but to go into the album with him too when it's time. Awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Tommy's very generous. I've been involved with Penny and Rocket Free Live with her battles for 2 or 3 years now. And
yeah, I can't even sing the praises of the Freemans, and that whole experience was really great for the band. And it kind of, like I said, it kind of took us out of our normal box and put us into different category. It was really good for us.
Absolutely. So let's see. So who are some of your personal musical influences?
So I think I could speak for the majority of us when I say there's a lot of early punk in there, and a lot of some of the classics, which would be like the Corrosion of Conformity, Deftones, those kind of vibes.
Right.
And then, of course, Brian and I have an affection for, old Metallica and some of the more classic stuff too. And a lot of that just evolved into more of the stoner rock, the dirty sound that we have now. people always want you to compare yourself to something, and I'm like, man, when I hear our music, it's the TOQUES, man.
Right. Definitely unique.
Yeah.
So, since you got to spend quite a bit of time down here, because you play up in Prescott a lot, obviously, because that's where you're at. But what's your favorite place to, or how many places have you been to down here, and do you have a favorite?
So we've been able to, last year we started coming down there more, and that was started with the Anfest. And that was a great opportunity, and that was super fun. Lots of bands, lots of people. It's like the band prom, kind of, I would say. It's like the reunion of all the bands, and, everybody's on hand. That was fun. And so the 44 is a great place to play. We were down there recently, had some sound problems. It wasn't the usual sound guy. So that's something we want to kind of retackle, is going back to the 44 main stage, and doing some damage up there, because we had kind of had a rough night, and that was with Miss Mary.
Okay.
And, but we've done the blues, and we've done a couple, in the past, we've done a couple little shitholes, and we've done some, we've done some Yucca Tap Room and some other things down there, but, just overall with our having fun and like feeling like we're coming back to somewhere we've been, has been the blues.
Okay.
We spent so much time doing the Battle of the Bands there that we got to know Paige doing sound, which is absolutely totally amazing. Can't sing her praises enough. Like, wow, what a sound lady.
Right.
And
absolutely.
they were very, very welcoming and cool to us. So that the blues kind of has our heart right now. We definitely want to see some other places. I know the circus, the carnival thing. We want to do that. The Sage and Sand. There's some places we definitely need to put those feathers in our hat, and we're welcoming that opportunity too.
Awesome. You personally, if you could collaborate with anybody, past or present, who would that be?
Oh, gosh, I don't want to step on toes or hurt any feelings, but I've recently kind of really fallen in love. Got a big man crush on Dell from Burning Bridges. What a guy! What a voice! What a presence! I know he's about to do the national anthem at Bike Week.
Oh yes.
And how proud of that guy I am. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if some point in the future there was a collaboration.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Put that out there, Del.
For sure. So let's see. What would you consider, because the music industry's obviously changed since we were growing up.
Sure.
And we know what successful careers looked like back then.
Yeah.
But with the changes and with the knowledge and experience that we have today, what would you consider a successful music career today, as opposed to the past?
Well, I don't want to totally date myself, but I do remember a day. I remember a day. Instead of going into the concert, I was in the parking lot passing out flyers or putting them under windshield wipers and begging people to come to my show on next Friday. You know what I mean? And
right.
That was our networking. And like I had mentioned to you offline, technology notoriously hates me. So adapting has been interesting. I found like some of my own ways of promoting and through Facebook and whatnot, but you're limited without a kid or someone in the camp that's knowledgeable. So it's definitely good to have a team. You got to have a team put together, and you got to have promotions, and you have to have all these ducks in a row anymore. And if you miss a beat or if you slack off, it's like you're a little out of touch. And so those are challenging for my generation. Been doing this a long time. I'm still prone to go out and staple flyers to flagpoles, you know.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
so yeah, so it's a challenge, but it's also a great thing. And I don't believe that we'd have been in the spotlight as much as we have been without it. So, you know, you have to adapt, and you just have to have somebody on your side that knows what they're doing and
Absolutely.
can devote the time and is generous enough to help the cause, you know.
Well, and I think at least on a local level, for me, the big thing is, because I do so much and so many different, is people are putting flyers up on social media for their shows, but they don't create an event. And then if if you're interested, or if you're going or anything, it will send you a notification when you get closer, so you have a reminder. I think a lot of times today there's so much that people just forget. Yeah,
and I think the attention span these days is, you know, look at the news cycle. What's here today is gone tomorrow. So yeah, you have to almost bombard people with, my show, damn it, you know. So, you know, it's like a beggar child out there, you know, but
right.
It's the way people's attention spans are now.
How did you get started in music?
And
how long
so
ago?
I grew up with instruments and not brothers and sisters.
Okay.
And that was my and I really did prefer to my father was a musician and had music all around the house, and so and I had free reign to touch any of it and explore any of it. And I had my first guitar when I was 4 years old. So I've been playing with, my dad was actually my first jam partner, you know, and
cool.
So it's a lifelong thing. It's something that I've never put down. It's always been a part of. I took it more seriously in different periods of my life, and then especially younger. And then once I got into my teens, then I was like, no, this is really what I want to do.
That's awesome. So how did you come up with the band name?
So the four original members we're all culinarian. We're all chefs or bakers, and toque is the French word for hat, and in particular chef's hat. And of course it's kind of a play on words as well, the toques.
Right.
So
I was going in a completely different direction with that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure most people do, unless they know anything about the culinary arts.
Trust me, if I had a nickel for every time I had to explain it. Yeah, it's a little different, a little off the cuff, but yeah, we were all originally, our first drummer was one of the 19 firefighters that died, Joe Thurston. And
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and so all of us were chefs together, and kind of went from there.
Awesome. So let's talk about Smells Like Broken. How did that come about?
You know, it's one of those things. It's Brian had this amazing riff, and I sitting there listening to him play it over and over, and I popped up, and that was the first thing that came out of my mouth. I believe it was really Brian's idea, the theme of the song, and then we just kind of rolled with it. Sometimes things just fall into place.
So how did you come up with the lyrics for the song?
Well, what doesn't smell broken anymore?
Okay.
It's a pretty easy topic.
Well, I can definitely agree with that for sure.
Yeah. It's basically about, you know, someone saying one thing and it going the other way, and it doesn't smell right, you know?
Right. How long did it take you to write the song?
So let's see, the good ones always seem to come quickly. It was a matter of It was probably a matter of a handful of practices before it was performed live, which is unusual for us. We won't release something until we're absolutely certain that we're playing it verbatim every time. And that's just one of those ones that kind of, you got sometimes lightning strikes, you get lucky. And we were able to perform it. We were literally able, and I'll give you this, Yeti. I'll give you this exclusive here. Right? So we basically have been performing it, and without the lyrics being 100% set in stone. You can kind of fudge it, and it's working, and you're playing with it and getting used to it. And on the way to Kaiju, I set them in stone, literally on the ride down, trying to write on this notepad, and said, "Okay, that's what I normally say. That's what I'm going to say every time, right there." So, kind of was slacking towards the end there, and it was actually good that it forced me into figuring out, okay, hey, look, I'm comfortable with how I'm doing it. Let's write it, pen to paper, and that's kind of how that worked out.
No, that's awesome. That's just It's nice to hear a different process because some of the time.
And usually that would not be the case. I would never go to a studio without being 1,000% prepared. And the song was, and the cadence was, and everything was there. It was just, am I going to say it this way or am I going to say it that way?
Well, you've mentioned his name in this little interview, and he has told me, he says, if it's your song and you forget the lyrics like I've done, and you just make it up because nobody will know because it's your song.
Especially if it's a new song, because they haven't heard it 100 times.
Right?
Yeah.
I about fell off the stool when he told me that story. And I'm just like, wow.
I love that, And sometimes that's the process, however it works, it's not wrong as long as, the outcome is gold,
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for doing this and allowing me the opportunity for the exclusive on the song.
Absolutely, sir.
And really appreciate it. So
hope everybody enjoys it.
Yes. Without further ado, here's the TOQUES and Smells Like Broken right here on the YetiRadio.com in the Backstage Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Close your eyes, just relax. The yellow is coming back. You never dreams to me.
Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
And we're back. Shannon, thank you again for letting the Yeti Radio get the exclusive on your first single. And look forward to having you down here and getting you in the studio. And it's I think it'll be a blast. Looking forward to getting to see you play again, for sure. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were replaying the interview.
No. I brought you back on for the little outro.
That sounds familiar. We can do that again.
Yeah, it'll be good. But thank you again.
Excellent.
And look forward, and best of luck with Tommy over at Kaiju. And
you betcha.
He does some great work. So I look forward to hearing the rest of what you got. It was a great song. So,
excellent. Thanks for having me.
Keep pumping it all out.
You betcha. Can't wait to see ya.
Have a good one.
You bet. Thanks, Phoenix. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
Now, the rest of the story.
The Yeti Radio, powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive and the Live 365